All right, feature game number 5 about ready to start. We're going to visit with the head coach of the Grand Canyon University Lopes, Danny Roy. Danny, welcome to the show. Welcome to the feature game.
Hey, thanks for having us.
So you got a weekend under your belt now, second weekend in a row where you're going to face some ACHA D1 competition. So let's recap. Tell me a little bit about last weekend and how things went.
Looking at last weekend for our first game of the year against a good solid D1 ACHA program who got their 2 games in the week before against a very strong UNLV team that they played tight and close. So they got to get the rust out ahead of us. They had also been on the ice in practice a couple weeks longer than us. So for our guys to come out, they played a tough first period in the first game. We had a loss of legs in the second period where we gave a free period away and really lost handle of that first game. But we came back in that third period and got some positives out of it to go into the next game, and that was we won that period 2-1. And that's what we were looking for in the intermission, was to pull a piece of positive out of that game to build into the next night. And the next night was much better. I think a lot of the bad stuff in our systems kind of worked its way out in that first game. And the first period wasn't so evenly matched, but it's expected from a good program like ASU to come out the next night, know what worked the night before, and capitalize on it. So they outshot us pretty heavily in that first period, but we weathered the storm, came out of it 1-0, which was a good start for us that period, and then we outshot them 11-6 in the second period, tied at 1-1 in that period. So we were only down by 1 goal going into the third, and we had some momentum still. We still kind of were pressing, getting our opportunities, and then a couple bad mistakes on one on the power play, shorthanded goal against, and then at the end of the game taking 2 bad penalties to get them their 4th goal. But the guys still played till the end. Trey Green was able to throw a puck in the net right at the buzzer. So we played that full game all the way to the 60-minute mark and came away with a 2-goal differential against a team that probably should have been at least was most likely projected at a 7+ goal differential both nights.
So now we're down here in Tucson. You get to take on another ACHA D1 program with the University of Arizona. So tell me what you expect out of these guys tonight, and maybe more importantly, what do you expect out of your guys tonight?
Well, we expect our guys are going to be ready. We did some video review based on our games last week, looked at stuff that we need to fix, and we know better. We've been talking about it in our practices, working on it on a regular basis, and we have a group that's capable of doing that. It was obvious that the changes we made going into that second game against ASU, the guys were able to comprehend what we were asking of them and put it into the game. So now the hope is based on our week of practice and what we talked about in the video session, we could just improve that much more. So I think the guys will be ready to go. They're excited about the building we're playing in, the atmosphere that's going to be cheering against them. So it should give them a fun experience and get them going. But the team that we're going to be playing against is going to be tough. U of A's brought in some solid recruits this year to fill in their graduating class, and they lost some top scorers from last year's team. So they got a lot of guys over there that are looking to fill those roster spots at the top of their stat board, and they're in their first game of the season in front of their home crowd, and they don't want to be upset in front of them. So they're going to come out flying first period, and we've expressed that to our guys, and it's going to be once again us weathering that first period storm and just trying to wait for a mistake to capitalize on.
Kind of nice for your guys to be able to play on a rink that was 4 days ago filled with NHLers, so it gives them a chance to play with a little bit more I don't know what the right word is, but I guess more people probably in front of them. But your environment at Grand Canyon and at AZ Ice Peoria is pretty good too when it's packed, right?
Oh yeah, we have amazing support. In just 2 years of the program, last year's support was great off of first year. So our student base is excited about hockey, and then our fans in general are excited about it. They come out. This year they're having more to cheer about. We're getting some more goals. There's physical play, which all fans of hockey love. So we give them a good atmosphere or something to cheer about. at our rink. But tonight's a little different story. It's the fans are cheering against us, and the goal is to keep them quiet as long as possible. So if we could get them out of the game right away, it's going to be a little easier of a night.
So speaking of getting them out of the game, it probably starts in goal. So who do you have in goal tonight?
Tonight we got Mike Norris from last year. He's going to start between the pipes. I told all three of our goalies going into last week that all three of them were going to get a start against one of these D1 teams, and the goal was to see which one of them battle against a tough opponent that's going to put up a lot of shots against them. So I looked at Norris and told him that I'm giving him this game, and a lot of it was based on his old coach at Mission Hockey is Jeremy Goltz, who we know is strongly tied to the University of Arizona, and not just that, but a lot of his old teammates are playing against him as well, and Mike he thrives on that pressure. He loves it. He got a little grin on his face when I said that. There's no doubt that he's going to be ready for this because he's a gamer and he steps up when needed.
And finally, any injuries to talk about? Anybody missing or anybody coming back?
No new injuries. We still have our defenseman Travis Bro who's out right now, but he's getting right back into it. He should be on the ice here shortly. But right now we luckily starting off the year, we're still able to put a full bench together, and that really helps going into each game.
Okay, Coach, good luck tonight. We'll hopefully be talking to you as the winning coach afterwards.
Yeah, thank you.